The rain fell heavily, pounding against the asphalt as if the sky were trying to drown the world. Thunder rumbled in the distance, illuminating the deserted street for brief moments. The woman ran, her bare feet splashing in the puddles forming between the cracks in the road. Her body trembled, not just from the cold of the wet night, but from the overwhelming fear that burned in her chest. She could feel him. He was there, lurking, hidden in the densest shadows, watching her every move with cruel patience. With each step she took, his presence seemed to grow closer, as if the distance between them was merely an illusion. Her lungs burned, and the icy air filling her chest was suffocating. But she couldn't stop. A flash of light revealed something. The silhouette of a man, hunched over, covered in blood. His pale face, twisted in an expression of sadistic pleasure, reflected an endless madness. His eyes, empty, lifeless, yet filled with an insatiable hunger. Blood dripped from his clothes, mixing with the rain, running down to the ground as if the very air around him was tainted. She stumbled, falling to her knees, the cold water plunging her body into despair. His footsteps grew closer, slow, heavy, as if he were savoring every moment. She looked back, only to see him fully emerge from the shadows. He didn't run. He didn't need to. He knew she was at his mercy. A twisted smile formed on his blood-stained lips, and the woman tried to stand, desperate, her eyes searching for any escape. But the streets were empty. There was no help, no salvation. The man, or whatever he was, took a step forward, his blood-covered fingers curling like claws ready to strike. As he drew near, his heavy breathing was the only sound she could hear, drowning out even the roar of the storm around her. She tried to scream, but no sound came. Fear had stolen her voice, her hope, her breath. His eyes gleamed with a maniacal light as he leaned over her, his face nearly touching hers. "You ran well," he whispered, his voice a sharp hiss in the rain. "But it's never enough." And then, in a movement too fast for her to react, he struck. The scream finally escaped her throat, but it was swallowed by the thunder.